Yo. Yo, yo, yo. You know why I'm here. There's no preamble tonight. We're just going to get into it. We got to beat this game so I can move on to playing Against the Storm again, which is what I really just want to do. But I don't want to leave Terraformers unfinished. So we're just going to go finish up. We're doing expansion. If we're going to do expansion, what matters? Power matters, food matters, titanium matters. None of these really accomplish that goal, but I feel like space is always just good. Although starting with a research center is kinda nice. Science doesn't do anything for us immediately, is my one concern with that. But it does give us better building selection. You know what? Sure. I wouldn't mind having better building selection. Wouldn't mind having titanium boost either. That will let us build quite a bit of the expansion buildings. I think I'm totally okay with that. So start me off on the tritium so we can get a generator on the go. Start me off with a headquarters. Here seems fine. This will be a nice little science configuration down here. Get a little something like that going on. And then we'll start saving up food to build our eco-homes. Or we'll just take a second lab. That's pretty good too. How close are we to getting a lab? I mean, we explore here, we get to 5 nitrates. We explore here, and here we probably get to 5 silicates. So that's like a 2-turn Marty. This, we have a mine. Yeah, I think we'll see more science labs. And then give me one of these. And then we'll probably boost both of these, and then we'll maybe grab that nitrate. Hab module lab tuber farm. Give me the other lab, because we're going to be really close to it. And I would like to just get my labs up and operational. So next turn we need to explore silicates. I'm going to skip this nitrate for a turn or two, I think, just because I wanted to get the generator out. I would like to pick this tile up, and then we'll do the boosts. I'll take my trade route, please. I'll take my 3rd generator over robots. I'll take my 3rd generator over robots, yeah. That's extremely unlucky that there would be a sandstorm there. So I can grab silicates here instead. And then we can go lab, eco-homes next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 7 turns left. We should be able to do everything we want to do. And then for trade routes, we have no titanium, so we do titanium. We can't do that this turn because we want to get to 10 science. We do need to start thinking about food, so I would happily take one of those. We do a little something like that. We get our first expansion tile. We'll put it on the tritium. We need to explore titanium. We can do that. We actually want to do that. But we want to wait on the mine because we would like to upgrade that deposit. And then once we upgrade that deposit, we can upgrade here, upgrade here, upgrade here. And I think we will be just fine. Wouldn't mind a hospital, and it's actually kind of easy to grab right now. Do we have any more titanium? No. Alright, well, start upgrading. It's rich soil, so we can't even upgrade it. That's fine. We're 3 turns away from building that mine. Well, I guess not really. That's a fine pickup. Not really, because we could explore here and probably get it. Do we still have enough turns to do everything we want? We have 1, 2 upgrades, a 3rd exploration, a nitrate. I think we'll be fine. Build mine. And then there's a hint of titanium down there. That crater site is not good, though. It is not good at all. Sure, I'll take a -12. And now I think I'll take robots. I don't really have anywhere to put them in Cerberus Junction right now, though. We might need to be willing to sacrifice something here. First of all, let's fix our support. Let's upgrade this. I'm really concerned about not having titanium coming in. We might need to found this city earlier than I would like. I think we'll probably get that water mine set up, and then we're going to be looking towards... Don't really care. Don't really care. I do like advanced city planning, though. And then we will be looking towards, you know what I'm talking about. Founding a second city. Tuber farm would be okay, but we don't really have nitrates coming in. I think I would rather just have... Well, no, we need to prioritize food. We can find nitrates is the thing. You know, we go like that, and then all of a sudden you've got 10 nitrates. And then I would need you... Honestly, I need you to upgrade that titanium. So, titanium upgrade, nitrate upgrade, silicates upgrade on his last turn, and we'll have everything we want. This will do next turn. It doesn't really get us much because I don't think I want to put a robot hub there. I just want to put another house there. Like, this water's fine for getting to the next city that we found. I'm not worried about that. We can just scavenge it. And I think I'd much rather have the robot hub here. Because we want that tile, we want that tile, we want this tile, we want this tile. And we might even want, like, this tile if we find a bus station. I think I'd much rather have the expansion tiles down there. We'll just keep taking robots. No real reason not to. And then we'll upgrade this deposit. We'll turn this project in. We are not letting you retire yet. We're taking our third food building. We're upgrading this silicates deposit. And now you can retire. So who are our choices? +5 food seems outrageously good right now. Especially compared to Beatrix, who I don't really think is that great. Yeah, I would much rather have +5 food. We can't do it this turn, but next turn we can do it. And if we explore one large hint of water after that, or with our satellite, we should be able to... Well, we have to explore those tiles too anyway. That won't matter. We're knocking on the door is my point. Take a resonance station. Build power. Satellite the one that's far away. Explore the one that's close. In like 2 turns, we'll be able to found it. And then we're also looking for another house. Because we'd really like to put another house in Cerberus Junction to get that large aquifer soon. We can afford it. We have enough power and stuff, too. We can also start trading away science instead of power. Cultured Meat Lab is pretty good. Miner's Cottage is really good. Photovoltaic field is nice, but power is not really our issue right now. We did want a house, but we're a long ways away from 30 food, and Cultured Meat Lab makes food. Okay, none of those will be getting repaired. Go ahead and put you down. We could kind of afford a gas factory in a weird way. We can't explore anything out of Cerberus Junction this turn. Okay, fair. Well, no, we could. It just costs us 5 support. It's not that bad. And this does let us found that city next turn. Which means we don't really have to do it this turn. We can just get 5 food this turn, Sandstorm will be gone next turn, and then we can explore that tile and found. So actually, we would just be taking 5 support for nothing. I'd much rather do this. And we can't repair either of these. 11 silicates, we're a million miles off. Tritium thermo generator we can repair next turn, though. Happily. Happily. I don't need these other two, right? No. I would love to take a bus station. So now we explore here and then we found. Greater Junction? Sure. Here seems fine. We can finally get our research center up in like a turn or two, which will be good. I do have to throw 2 projects out this turn though, which kind of sucks. I mean, we don't need you anymore. And I guess you're like the least important of the things that are here right now. We can find other ways to generate atmosphere. This is kind of hurting me though. We'd be positive on support if it wasn't for that. But I think this is fine. Next turn we build a robot hub here, and then we can reach titanium deposits. We can stop importing titanium. We can reach nitrates, which will be nice for getting our soil factory up. We can reach rich soil, which is almost certainly going to turn into an agricultural complex. We have 3 water per turn from various aquifers. We're doing all right. I think we do have empty tiles here as well for things like rocket silos. So we could do a little something like that. Do a little something like this. Because this could be another 3 food configuration. Grab me the titanium for sure. And then grab me an empty tile so that I can make a landing pad. Because I'd rather have the trade route. We can continue to dump science. What else do we want? I want nitrates to get to the soil factory. The soil factory is basically +3 food. You can't afford to do anything, so just bring some food in this turn. And then what's really far away? Or alternatively, can I just have, like, tritium? You're at 8. I'd like you to be at 9. Because then I can build my other tritium thermal generator here next turn. And then we're going to need to find silicates. That's next problem to solve. I don't have any of those. I don't think that's a good building. It's not that great for minus support. We'll just turn you into a science. I'll get rid of you. I'm probably going to do a second power array here, because power is an issue, as it usually is. 8 silicates. Can't afford an explorer. I'll just get food instead. And now we're really looking for a house. We would like a house very badly to go there. But we see extra projects now, which is nice. No house. Okay, fair. In that case, I guess I would take... What would I take? Oxygen factor's probably fine. Another robot hub is probably fine. We don't have water coming in right now, but we will, eventually. We do have a robot hub in hand and a bus station. So that seems fine to me. And then I gotta explore silicates this turn. So give me this. Repair this. Just because I don't want to be bleeding support. And then we are saving up for a second robot hub. So we can grab aquifer, large nitrate. And just kind of like destroy stones that are in here. And we're also looking for a house. Any house will do. Think tank condominium? That is any house. Although your extra explorations, which we actually might need to take, just to make sure that we explore enough hexes. Which sucks, because I want to take both of these. But we are a long ways away from 15 water. So I guess it's defensible. So I would like you to go here. And then we can get you. And we can get you. And then we can just get food. Food is fine. And then we need more... What do we need more of right now? Silicates and nitrates, basically. So where can we get good... We need to get nitrates up first. Those are all 2 away. That one's 3 away. It's less nitrates, but it's cheaper in terms of power that we can spend on nitrates that are close by. Which I think is fine. You're a house, and you're fine. So I do take you here. And now we just kind of need to hoard power. So why don't you come down there? Why don't you explore here? It's so much food, man. We're at 12 nitrates. And we need to get to 22. It should be alright. I do feel like we're wheel spinning a bit right now. But I actually don't think it's that bad because we have houses coming in. You are a fine temporary support building. I'd like to keep exploring nitrates, and this will leave us with enough power to build a mine even before we found the cache. The cache is just gravy. So we'll build 2 mines this turn so we have resource income, because our resource income is definitely lagging behind. And then the next time we get to 6 titanium, I'm building another robot hub. I'm grabbing rich soil. I'm grabbing this empty hub. That empty hub is going to be a robot exploration center. Drag you down here just because I want it to happen fast. And then we're at 14 nitrates. That's going to be a lot of nitrates. With a satellite, we could grab here and here. Or here, or here, or here, which is like not a ton, but it's pretty far away. So the power economy should be pretty good on it. I do think it's early enough to still take power boost as well. Innovate is also just kind of neat. I really don't think I can turn my nose up at a house at this point. But man, I would love a development center. I think I need to take a development center because there have been a couple turns here where I have really wanted to have 2 picks. So let's stop doing that. Let's dump food for a little bit. We're not going to do it for very long because food is still kind of important. But we're going to do it for a little bit. You're going to give me the expansion tile I want to set up this rover exploration center. You are going to get spent on nitrates, but also titanium, so that we can build this faster. And then you are going to get spent on just nitrates. So that puts us at 22, which allows us to build this, which is plus 3 food. Now we can build basically any number of houses that we want, and we should start saving up for silicates to get our power production fixed. In my mind, anyway. And honestly, I think we are in... So we would need 4 trade routes to do this. We don't have 4 trade routes right now. Having 5 trade routes would be nice, but we're at 6 food per turn. We'd need to get to 15. I think we can actually do this. I think it's going to be tight, but I think we can do it. So let's give it a shot. Urban Planning Office? No, no, no. Second Bacteria Spreader? Not really. Second Development Center? Maybe. Yeah, why not? So, because we have refugees coming in, we immediately need to start thinking about where our next city is going to go. Because we're going to need 3 or 4 of them. I'm going to be looking for... I would rather not do it in Promethei immediately, because it's so cold there. I'd rather do it in, like, Solus. That's decent. It's not great, but we might just take it anyway. And then we do have 19 water, so we could build an oxygen factory if we wanted to. But I think I'd rather save the water for new cities, because I think we're going to need it. And now just remember, next turn, you're building a development center. You're probably going to build it here. And then every time you see a house, you take it. Every time you see a food building, you take it. That's basically it until this is done. That's all we need to think about. I would take Cyanophyta. That's a house, you take it. That's a food building, though, you take it. It's okay, we can build a development center this turn. I remember. Now we can take both. That was not it. This one. Okay, we're fine. We need to get a couple more nitrates, though. Where are we going to get that from? We're going to get it from next turn, because we don't have the power. We also need to find a new dump resource. I think it's going to be like one of you and one of you. And then this should be like this. Yeah. Realistically, it should be silicates. Let's invest in the future. Nitrates? No. That's expansion tiles. We might need it eventually. This is terraforming parameters. We should probably start working on that now. Let's do something like that. And something like that. And then do something like this for silicate. And do something like this, just to get ready to found a city. Because we do have slums coming in this turn. This may need to be houses instead of food, honestly. And then this could be food down here instead of power. But then I don't know where the rest of this power is going to come from. Because we're out of house space over here. I think I kind of got to just play the cards that are in front of me. Which involves doing this. To push the refugee timer back. And then you can give me sandstones eventually. Three power per turn is really brutal right now, though. We actually need to do this, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4 power to explore that tile. We'll just kick out one tritium. 31 water. Well, we don't have space for it anymore, but it could go here. Yeah, fair enough. Smart octogrid, not quite. New scientific fields, not quite. I love lightweight hull structures. I'll just go ahead and take that. I'll go ahead and take extra food. I'll go ahead and take extra power. This is going to be power now. The discussion is over. It has to be. We're so short on power. You're getting explored. We can't found this city without power. So we're going to have to wait for a turn. Because I want all three of them to go here, basically. And then, like, support building. And these can be farms over here. It's going to be a little bit of a wait, but I do have 2 farm buildings in hand. We should be good. Don't need to import that anymore, so we can go back to doing this. We're approaching mid-game, and I want to make sure that the support threshold does not catch up with us. Because we're a little in danger right now. It's not that scary, but we're a little in danger. Not enough food? Oh, yeah, alright. That's fair enough. I guess you're right. What are we throwing out then? You shouldn't. You should. I'm not going to build another one of those. Let's stay focused on silicates so we have a chance of getting this resonance station up, because that would solve a lot of our power issues. Let's get a silicate that's nice and cheap. Get up to 8. Refugees have arrived. I can't build a house. That's fine. That's gonna hurt, but we can replace it soon. I just need to found this city. Oh my lord, are you kidding me? Yeah, alright. We'll do that too. Wouldn't mind having MarsNet. Do kind of need second power source. Found a city. Put it here. Start destroying rocks to get to where you want to put farms, because farms are going to be important very soon. And this can be an oxygen factory because it doesn't have a NIMBY effect. Find silicates. I don't want to destroy any of these buildings. We'll come back to it then. Crater Junction, you could destroy that rock. You could also sacrifice a bit of your power grid. You don't have enough power either. God, I need silicates real bad. This is getting a little out of control. Can I please have a big hint of silicates? Anywhere? I don't think it's that much to ask. Fine, big hint of power. That's good enough, I suppose. Next turn I can do one. But I also need to make progress towards that farm array. You have 8 turns to do this. You don't need it right now. Keep clearing your way over to farms. Take your extra support from Mariam. Is this fine? I think this is fine. That seems important, and you're a house. We can play you because you're going to expedite the one project we have right now. We can destroy you, and we know you're going to be a farm. That's one problem on the way to being solved. Get ready for this rich soil. Oh, we never built that large aquifer. We need to do that too. And then we can't explore this turn, which is bad, because we need to be exploring tiles. It's definitely not ideal. We also have new refugees coming soon, but our expectation threshold has been really, really kind. Sure, give me more random stuff. Can't take any space projects this turn, so that's fine. Realistically, can we explore this turn? No, because we're going to be destroying rocks. But we should explore this turn. So let's take a skyscraper in the vain hope that eventually we get to play it, and throw the rest out. And then actually explore this turn. Preferably silicate. Like, here's a silicate for 2. Just grab it. That's 14. You're not as far away as you think. Next turn you can build a house so you don't have to worry about a slum. Next turn you can also build a cultured meat lab. Yes, next turn you can build a cultured meat lab. Next turn you also have a satellite, so you can get even more silicates. Kind of need to grab another rover exploration center. And a tritium thermogenerators here. So that'll be fine. We destroy you and we put you down. We do have an empty tile we can use here when we build a house, but we don't have enough power to build a house right now, which is a little unlucky. But we could explore a hint of power if we don't see any hints of silicates. Which I actually think we've exhausted every hint of silicates. So let's grab a hint of power that also comes with tritium attached, so that we can at least build another tritium thermogenerator. Then we can bulldoze a rock to fit a house in, and I'd rather do it here so that we can get an empty tile so that I can put down a rover exploration center in like a turn or two. That seems okay. Now, next thing we need to look at, we gotta set one of those up pretty soon. We also need to find another place to put a city relatively soon. And you're not going to be able to explore this turn, so just forget about it. Carnegie's really tempting. But then we're going to be building a ton of city buildings. And also our population is super high. And also I'm really scared of our support when it eventually comes crashing down. This we need to grab for later no matter what. And this is food. So those are two reasonable picks. I don't really think there was like an extra, a fancier way of doing that one. I would like to stay on top of power, but if I just grab this, I can build my exploration center. And that's pretty good. Because that's more exploration tiles, which we just kind of need at this point, because we haven't been exploring with our leaders. Grab extra titanium to make up for it. Next turn, we need to build a Martian Mafia, just so I don't forget about it. I don't yet know where it's going to go. It'll probably go here. So let's just get that site ready. Let's also commit to new space projects. God, I don't want to spend silicates, though. Because, like, I haven't found any silicates, and we don't have silicate income. Hints of silicates simply don't exist on this map. So I don't know where they're going to come from. There's really just nothing over there. And I never got around to setting this mine up. But then we could just build a city there. Because we do need to set up a city in like 7 different climate zones. Even though that's a little complicated by refugees coming in. And then you could put the maglev there. Because it would let you reach all this random stuff. Okay, you've convinced me that that's the way we should probably go about doing that. In that case, comfort of living is going to be... No. Comfort of living is like nice for not losing, but you're actually managing to not lose somehow right now. So let's focus on actually meeting the goals of the scenario. And if your support gets scary, then you can worry about it. We're also not making any terraforming progress right now, which is, like, probably bad. It's probably not the way you want to do it. Kind of have to take that. We're never going to build a skyscraper, just give up. Like, honestly, just give up. The food budget is way too tight. And I just want to do, like, cheap explorations here to conserve power. We need to build a slum this turn. It's pain, but what else are you going to do? If we could find a couple more nitrates, actually, we'd be in okay shape. Next turn, we're getting 5 power. If we explore, like, this hint of nitrates, we can build the tuber farm. We'll be up to 9 food per turn. That almost puts us on a timer to house refugees as they come in. It doesn't exactly, but it gets really close. Your power. Like, good power. Your exploration tiles. Start me here. Then, that's 2, it's cheap. Give me one of these. Then, I guess let's just find out if this is any good. It has a single fertile soil spot. We'll probably end up taking it. Then, Get your power down. We're up to 6 per turn. And you're looking at founding here. You are. I almost want to say screw that nitrates deposit because we've got a large one. And also screw all of our silicates. Because power is so much more important. Next turn we have to build this. Don't forget. A house is good, food is good, power is good, trade routes are good. We need to explore this turn, basically. Take a house that's cheap. Build your agricultural complex. Put down your house. Put down your Secret Service office. What do you mean not enough resources? Oh my god, I need 8 silicates. They're going to take all of my nitrogen silicates. That's fine, I have 6 and 0. Who cares? I actually don't care. We only have 6 nitrates, and I'm not spending them on anything. So we can just ignore you. I kind of forgot that you could do that. Well, fair enough, I suppose. In that case, what do I want to do? Well, I probably want to put you down for an extra 9 support per turn. And then I want to explore. But I don't want to explore nitrates because they're just going to go away. I think I will take a hydroponic farm because I'm going to build that mine next turn probably. Mafia is going to steal all my nitrates and silicates. Yeah, it's like actually fine. It's so fine. Give me plankton, who cares? Titanium and water. That one I would like to stop. I'd like to take a trade route, please. I would probably like to explore this turn. Just give me a cheap one. I'll take an Android hub for tiles, and I don't think I need the rest of that. We build this mine. We explore... Yeah, we'll explore water. Why not? We'll explore tritium. Why not? That has given us a second robot exploration tile, which I guess we could just stick like right here. It's a long way for it to reach stuff, but I don't think there's really going to be anywhere better to put it. Actually, do we want to build a mine soon? We might want to build that nitrate mine. Whatever. I just kind of need to keep the explorations going. So we're at minus 29, but we're at minus 29 because of 2 slums. And slums are minus 20. So if it weren't for the slums, we would actually be at plus 10 right now. And all we need to do is replace the slums, which will happen eventually. We're at 24 food per turn, which is almost our break even on new slums being created, so that's fine. And in fact, what I might do with the next influx is replace one of these slums, just so we kind of break even. We get rid of a rock, too, to prepare another place for a house to go. I think we're actually okay. We're pretty behind on tiles owned right now, but tiles owned we can catch up on relatively easily. Or do I found this city this turn? I actually kind of want to found the city this turn, because I want those silicates. So why don't you come like here? And then I'll just give you a bus station immediately. Because I want that. This also gives us cheaper explorations in this area, although we can't take advantage of it right now. Do I have a big hint of titanium somewhere? Not really, but I've got several promising small hints. That was unfortunately not good enough, but next turn we'll be able to. We'll just take a bit of a support buffer if you don't mind. And then I gotta start throwing things out. I don't really see it happening. We're at 12 food. I think we'll be fine once this event ends. We're gonna be crunched for a bit and then we'll be okay. But then the second thing we throw out, I have no idea. Maybe an AI-guided road network. Because, like, the road paver depot's right there. Yeah, let's just get rid of you. I need to keep the houses. I want to keep the robots. I obviously need to keep the Hyperloop. The Resonance Station is a pipe dream, and I probably should have thrown it out, but I'm too stubborn to, and Spaceport is going to become important later. Let's do a bit of that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, support income has increased again. It's not great. We don't love to see that, but I think we can manage. Because next turn we can make a house. We're just going to explore tiles. We've located an empty tile, which is kind of nice. That is probably where a bacteria spreader will go, and then we'll put another house in here. Get rid of this rock, so I free up one more place to put a house next turn. Basically, we just need to live until this event ends. That's all. Also, let's destroy that rock, because I do need to get this Secret Service office down, which is going to require silicates. Let's just bite the bullet and take care of it. Here's what needs to happen this turn. I'll think about that later. I'm a little busy. That mine needs to get built. We need silicates income. It's not optional. This house needs to get built because it's going to delay the arrival of slums. This tile needs to get obtained so that we can actually start in on terraforming parameters. What's most important right now? I think heat is like pretty much always most important. So let's get heat going. Let's explore tiles. Let's explore more tiles. Let's explore no more tiles because we can't afford it. Are there no... Oh, here's a 2-cost tile. Yeah, grab that. Now, is this a decision that we need to make? I mean, a rocket silo would be nice. We can't hold space projects. A dock would also be nice, and we have the space for it. And then you're just like comfort of living for titanium? I would do that. Because I don't think I have an empty hex to put a rocket silo in right now. That aquifer could be breached, if we ever get to it. Two, 4, 6. So next turn we can turn that import off, and we'll have enough. I think we're doing okay for ourselves. Cheap house we have to take. I think we're okay on power. We don't have space for space project. So I think we're going to research exploration for silicates. Yeah. Because we want to build... Oh, right, we don't have power. Alright, we'll wait for next turn. We're going to build you soon. In fact, we're going to do it next turn. We'll do something like that. Do something like that. Or... No, you're not going to find 5 Zions just laying around on the ground. Don't be crazy. We also need to start thinking about where our next city is going to go. I feel like I'm really not accomplishing much right now, but hopefully I am. I hate that all my space projects are clogged up right now. Let's do that. Let's do this so I can stop panicking about it. Nitrates and tritium. I'd rather you not. So we'll probably be stopping that attempt as well. And then I think I'd also like to... I mean, I need to put a house down this turn because refugees are here. So we'll just go ahead and do that. We'll delay that by 2 more turns. We have 7 more turns of refugees, and then we'll be fine. I would much rather have had a city there, and it is my fault for not looking. Because that's a great spot. But we need to do 8 different climate zones. So unfortunately, we're going to be bulldozing that. And then exploration that costs 3. I'd really like it to be a titanium. Because then... Yeah, I still don't want any of this. Because then I can build a rocket silo. And I can really start to make some progress on these space projects. We're at 28 food. Let's do that for 1 turn. Just because it's going to keep us on an even keel for putting houses down. Please, I need... Okay, 5 rocks for free is actually really nice. Mining resources is also really nice. And we're way past the point where food boost would be good. Arthur, get in here. I think I take these 2, but I wouldn't be surprised if I throw them out at the end of this turn. Explore a location for double the power cost. That's pretty brutal. But it gives us atmosphere, which is nice. So what's the cheapest place I can go? These are all 6. Everything is 6. Yeah, like everything on the planet is 6. So just grab one that's 6. Okay. Next turn you're at 30 food, so you don't need to do that anymore. Let's try and finish that up. And then save your pennies for building another Secret Service office. You are going to need to throw 2 things out this turn. They are going to be a single Android hub, because you have another one already. And a rover exploration center, because you have 3 already. Then, okay, that's pretty bad. It's concerning. Take a house. Let me think about the rest of this, because I remember that I can drill resources on silicates, which would just let us power through all of these. Take some titanium. Take some power. Build a house. Your spots are all full there. They're all kind of spoken for. Here, you could replace a slum, but it doesn't do anything because people are arriving this turn. So just put a house down. These 2 spots are also going to be houses, I think, and then we can put a support building in there. Give me this canyon view. Give me a nitrate mine. Why not? And then explore something for 6 power. For the atmosphere. And then we have to research a project. I mean, I already have one, and we're at full hand size, so I think it's all just going to get thrown out. Next turn, what are we doing? Next turn, I think we're drilling silicates, and we're building a Secret Service office. That will go here to be, like, super temporary. Some trade routes not assigned. That's fair. Why don't you just do that? No. Why don't you just do that? Comfort of living is going to be really good. A mohole is, like, stupid rare. I kind of want to take it just because you never see it. But I also want the house. So, like, obviously we take that. We do have 40 water, but 2 food per turn is not that good anymore when we have 12. So I guess do that. Enable this. You need to drill for silicate this turn. So we do that. And then we put this down in, like, the most temporary of places. Because eventually it's going to get overwritten by a resonance station. You look for hints of silicates, because you haven't for a while, and maybe you turn some new ones up. Like, yeah, you did, right there. Give me a +3 on that. 12, 24. We can do that calculus. It's not going to matter. Just finish your space project so that you can get rid of them. And then you need to throw 2 things out. I don't think it's really going to matter that much. Well, actually it might. Where would you put it? You'd put it here. It gives you a free water export, gives you a free nitrate export. Yeah, that's decent. Anywhere better? This gives you a free water export, free nitrate export, and it gives you comfort of living in Crater Junction, which has like 5 houses in it. Yeah, that's quite a bit better. Alright. So we're no longer attached to the idea of a residence station. You're gone. We're no longer attached to the idea of an Android hub. It's too much power. You're gone. We are very scared by our support right now. We take Mediterranean shrubs and then we throw them out immediately because we don't have the nitrates to do that. Well, maybe we don't. Hang on, let me think. We need 11 power. Surely there's a hint of power somewhere on this map right now. Surely. Just a single lightning bolt is all I ask for. There's a big hint of silicates that we can't really reach. We can grab a small hint of silicates. Yeah, there's no lightning bolts on this map anymore. Okay, so that's going to have to wait 1 turn. I was really hoping we could get it down today, but we cannot. In that case, let's spend power to keep atmosphere going. Good. That just buys us time. We do have to play slums this turn, which sucks, but it's okay. It's not a catastrophe. And then I also just kind of need to play another building this turn, so why don't you just play a road paver depot? Grab this, and then, like, eventually when we get up to the Hyperloop, or we get up to a train station, we'll have extra expansion tiles. Also, that aquifer is getting breached 100%. We have 3 water per turn, we really do not need more. I almost want to breach that aquifer to turn it into a spaceport. Actually, maybe I do that instead, and then we mine that one. Yeah, maybe we just have 1 per turn. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Okay. Train station, we like. House, we like. House needs to get built this turn. You can go. You can come in. We have 4 more refugees to house. We will be able to do it. We explore. We explore for... We don't even need silicates anymore. That's the messed up part. And then we do a 6, and then we do this to go to 11. And next turn we build a spaceport on top of that spaceport. We also need to throw something out this turn. I will throw out a robot hub. I think we're going to be okay on owned locations. All we really need is a dock and flood level 3, and we'll be alright. Now we haven't really like done either of those things yet. But we will. It will happen. Let me think. So first of all, you. Free exports means free imports for food. And you go there. You go here. Long term, excuse me, not super sustainable. Short term, should be alright. Let's keep silicate coming in, because if I see a resonance station, I'm snapping it up. We're not even thinking about it. And we have no power, so we will be bulldozing rocks for free this turn. Just get rid of them. And then I can still research a project, of course. Beach resource, not bad. We have so much water, though. So give me one of these. Also, we have a lot of science. Give me one of these. You can go, like, here. And then... surely there's room over here somewhere. Yeah, you can go like there. Could have gone there too. Yeah, no power. We'll work it out. Take a house. I actually don't think we need it anymore, but take a house. The rest of this we do not need. We are going to give you a temporary Secret Service office. We are going to give you a house that will go in a spot that will become evident soon. We gotta find a new city soon. Holy. Maybe like here? Because I do want to found a new city soon. We're at 17 of 20. Where's the new city going to go? That seems okay. And we could just like do it right now. Well, not like literally right now, but you know what I mean. It gets us titanium, it gets us a canyon view. And most importantly, it's in a new climate zone. So I think we're going to do that. And that's going to be where we dump the rest of our houses, because we're running out of room in the existing houses, in the existing cities we have. You can also reach up here and grab that guided tour if you really wanted to. You could also grab that canyon view. Do we have a city in Promethea yet? No. You could go here. That's not even going to flood. That's going to be a coastal place. I think we do that. We have 2 places that we can go. That's good. So there's 3 more refugees. Oh, but we have slums too, so we still need to grab some houses. Give me a public baths too, because water is functionally free at this point. Like, that's a nice little support building. I see the support, don't worry. I see that we are in imminent danger. I think it's going to be alright. I can't tell you how. I know that. But I think it's going to be alright. Does this give us 50 support when it's done? I think it does. Your temporary Secret Service office. Yeah, plus 50. It staves it off for like a little bit. Next turn we can build a house. It's going to take more than that, though. You're 40 ocean, and then if we breached an aquifer, that's another 20. I actually think that's what it's going to take. Well, no, we should finish this because we're so close. We have 4 power. You're not going to be able to do anything with that. Just give me guided tours. And then leave it. Just convert it into support. We just need to stay alive. We really just need to stay alive. Holy cow. Power, titanium, or tritium? Maybe. Gain a support when constructing a city building. That happens a lot these days. Water is free. Give me water. Build you. Promethea is extremely cold. Let's found another city instead. Let's found a city in Tharsis. We can't. We don't have enough food. Fair. We do have enough power to explore, though, so let's keep atmosphere going. And then do I have anywhere I can put down an oxygen factory? Yeah, you could just come over here. I've got enough to put a house down, too. Holy. We kind of need to do that. Alright, these are all going to be houses, too, apparently. I don't know what else they were going to be, but now they're going to be houses. That's 18 of 20. We're very close. We're very, very close. I don't need to do that anymore. Let's just do that instead. In fact, I don't need to do that. Let's do that instead. I kind of want... That milestone might end up being our support buffer. Now, what's our support loss from slums right now? Minus 30. Minus 45. We are still running a deficit of like minus 100 right now. That's a little concerning. It's actually like a lot concerning. Oh my god. Please hurry. I guess. Enable you. That takes you down to minus 147. It's not going to be good, though. I think, unfortunately, I can see the writing on the wall on this one. Silicates? No, no, no. Do we have anything we can do? It's 8, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 6. Okay. Decent. I can get some support out of that. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a problem here relatively soon. We need like 4 turns to finish this to get our buffer. Oxygen triggers next turn though. Actually, maybe that does buy us enough time. Let's see. I think I have to take Jagrov here for support. Like, it's not gonna get me there compared to Jagrov right now. Good O2. I'd like to see 5 more projects this turn. I'd like to take terraforming parameter projects that are extremely fast, please. And I'd like to take a good house. Extract that. This finishes in 3 turns. I need to explore support tiles to live. Let's replace a slum. I'm scared. No. Yeah. This is plus 50. We would need to do 7. You know what? It's actually faster to finish this and get the atmosphere bump than it is to do the other one, and it's going to give us enough support to get through this current crunch. Okay, never mind, we're dead. It's too much, man. Skip me? No, if I explore support this turn, we should stay alive. Rover Museum's fine. I'll take that. Just, there's no space in there. There's some space here. You can go like there. I need to explore more support. I can't not take support. In fact, I might need to rally speech. Who has the highest population? That's 5 people. That's 3 people. Yellow's 8 people. Orange is 6 people. It's going to be orange, because we did a rally speech in yellow. Oh, you can do it with different leaders. Okay. Yeah, give me that 50. And then we actually have the nitrates to build a plant spreader. Let's do that. Can't put any of them down because we have 0 heat. Fair. But this finishes next turn. That buys us time to finish this, which buys us time to finish this. Refugees have arrived on Mars. That's really unfortunate news. That's really, really bad. But what else can you do? I can't take that water project, unfortunately. I don't think any of those buildings really do anything for us right now. Some trade routes not assigned. Okay. None of these get us out of our immediate problems. So take this. It's extra support. It lets you live for like another turn. That's actually really nice. Because it puts us close enough to the heat threshold to maybe get out of this current predicament. Don't have enough titanium, huh? Okay. Well. If I had put down methanogenium instead of cyanophyta, I actually think we'd be fine. Does this man help me at all? Convert 15 science into 130 support? Trade embargo, though. Can't trade with Earth. That's okay. That's okay. We have space projects to finish. Alright, you're really not gonna like this one. Get in here. Oh, and a GMO lab. We don't have enough science to do both, because you're 15 and you're 38. And we don't really need the food. So actually, we're not going to do you at all. Shipwright is fine. We need to do this to live. There is no Earth. It's true. Many people are saying this. Take this titanium. Take a support. We're alive for one more turn. What does one more turn get us? It gets us the end of the slums event. Because you come here. +5 trade routes. Now we can finish that project. Which is going to increase our water, which is going to give us another support bump. We are at -200 support right now. But that's going to go away relatively soon. Because... I don't know. It's going to go away relatively soon. Just don't stress about it. You know, like, worry less. That's what I'm telling you. Gigantic aquifer, we'll probably be extracting that if you don't mind. Just to get to water 3, because with water 3 we get docks, and with docks we get locations owned. But we also need to start replacing all of our slums. I can research a project. We have 30 water. Take an oxygen factory. And put it somewhere. Here's fine. Next turn we could also spend 15 science for another 130 support. We won't need to, we can increase water. Yeah, sure, give me a cup forest. Give me a house, because we need to start replacing slums soon. Enable, +200 support. We get to live for one more turn, which gets us to heat, which lets us live for one more turn. We're on the knife's edge here, but we are living. In fact, we don't even need to do There Is No Earth this turn. We could explore instead for mega support. And that's a new city spot, and it's a decent city spot. It's actually got 2 natural formations. But it's not going to be coastal, is the thing. I need to start thinking about where a coastal city is going to be. You have 2 anomalies. That's kind of interesting. It is better than the single fertile soil spot. I think it's better than that spot, too. Let's prepare to settle you. Though, the first thing that needs to happen is, the slums need to go away, because slums are really cratering our support right now. Alright, I can't trade with Earth. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, they don't do anything. Okay. Okay. We've maybe lived through at least one crisis. Down to 155. We can replace a house. We can replace a slum with an actual house now. We have one of these things available. Down to 135. It gets us an extra expansion. We're never going to found that city. So we're going to look for like a plant spreader at some point. You just grab anything. Am I doing anything else with power? No, I'd rather just build mines. Let's get another expansion satellite out. I don't think we need to do that this turn. I think instead I would rather explore a support tile. Are you any good? You're okay, but you're not nearly as good as that spot. That's bad. Take a spreader. Take a water project. It's not great, though. It's really not great. We're not going to have the titanium to finish it in any reasonable time frame. You can come down here. We're reasonably close to advancing O2. To the extent that I wouldn't mind spreading plankton. It also gives us a bit of support because plankton doesn't exist yet. So it gives us a very minor boost. So you're going to be like plus 50, and we don't have the science to do that. Then we'll just do this. That's a city spot that's on the coast, but it's going to flood, but we could dike it. We also do need to found like 5 more cities in 7 turns, I guess. So that's probably less than ideal. And you're not going to give us support when you're done either. Traders aren't assigned. It's fine. I'm not able to assign them. But thank you for your concern. That's a project that'll go fast. And that's a house. So we need to live this turn. We don't quite have the science. If we could find 4 science, we might be able to. That's 3 science. If we could find 1 more hint of science, he's done it. We can now live through this turn by, like, the skin of our teeth. We can replace a slum. Takes us down to 205. Take anything gives you support. We don't have any coastal locations anywhere right now, so we probably won't be taking that. Probably also not going to be taking any of these. I don't think we're ever going to build that, but I guess take it. We need to explore science again. Oh, but then we won't be able to do There Is No Earth. Okay, we just die. It was a valiant effort, but we're just dead. So, where did things go wrong? I think the problem was that we actually tried to do the refugee path, and while it did give us a lot of support, it also took up like 6 or 7 turns with like minus 20 support per turn from slums, and it ate up so many of our resources that we couldn't progress our terraforming parameters. I think it was a trap to at least try it at this point. And I think that's really where we went wrong on that one. So, we will be back, and we will be trying that one again. It's probably not going to be tomorrow, because tomorrow's Guild Wars, but I really would like to finish up Terraformers at some point in the near future, so that I can get started on Against the Storm again with a clear conscience, and don't have to try and balance 2 different resource management roguelikes at once. If you want to know when that's going to happen, you should hop in the Discord, because there are pings for when we go live with all these kind of things. And then if this is your first, second, third time seeing Terraformers, and you're like, wow, I'd like to catch up, there's the VODs channel, which has all the old stuff on Terraformers that we've done. I'll see you guys around tomorrow night at 9 p.m. for Guild Wars, for our regularly scheduled reset raid. And then we'll see if we can get up to some mischief over the weekend. But until then, take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.